Hey, I'm Katie. Welcome to Keynote. Here at Planhat, we're in a really unique position, I think, because we're CSMs working with CS teams every day. So we speak to a lot of CS leaders, we speak to a lot of CSMs, and we talk about how's the best way to organize your day-to-day in order to make sure that you're focused on the right things for your portfolio. And I think the end goal at the end of the day for all of these CS teams is to focus on growing your NRR. And so in working with all of these different customers with the new Planhat interface, I've actually built out a view that I think CSMs can go to in order to optimize their day-to-day. And this is something that I use, but I'm really curious to see what you think and what our customers end up building out as well. Taking a look at the platform, on the left-hand side, just to orient ourselves here, I have my portfolio section on the left-hand side. And this is really where I live, and this is really where I go to manage my customers. And underneath that, I have this section called Day-to-Day, where I have the key focus areas that I need to work on with my clients. So I come in, I start my day, I have my upcoming calls, and I always check my dashboard right here at the top. So I can take a look and I can see, okay, how many accounts am I managing? I can take a quick look at the health score distribution just to understand where I need to focus. Right here, I notice that I have some customers that are on a bit of a low health. Maybe I want to click into them. Do I have calls with any of these customers today? Maybe it's something that I need to action on. If I scroll down, what's really cool about Planhat is we can integrate all of your data from a bunch of different sources. So I can really easily see, are there any open tickets, for example? They've reached out to support. Maybe this is something that I need to action on. I can see if it's been escalated. I can take a look at any overdue invoices. Maybe I need to connect with my finance team. Next, I have a view of my portfolio, and I would say this is really where I live in between calls. So I maybe have a call with a customer that's been pre-scheduled, but then I come back here in order to see where do I need to come back to. This view is really flexible, so I can add any data points I want to see that's important for me to understand my portfolio. I can see my customer list, I can see their ARR, what phase are they in. Maybe I want to sort and say, okay, I want to focus on these customers that have high ARR. And then I can move over here. I have the CSM score, which I'm trying to edit on a regular basis, making sure that after I get off a call, I'm changing this accordingly. Maybe I had a really good conversation. Maybe I had a really tough conversation. Next, once I'm done focusing on my overall portfolio, there's some different areas that I want to make sure I'm diving into. So first, I have my active projects. And there's a few different projects that we work on here at Planhat. So we maybe have a churn prevention workflow. And these are the customers that maybe have support issues, tech issues, adoption issues, anything, whatever it is, and we need to make sure that we're actively working on these in order to maintain the relationship. So I can come in here, I can check on the workflow, I can see, okay, what's the next thing I need to do here? Maybe I need to align with my technical account manager. Maybe it's something that they're looped into. Maybe I need to just realign on their values. Like, why did they first buy Planhat in the first place? Maybe I need to reach out to their executive. And so this workflow really helps guide me. The next two pieces, I think, are two of the most important tabs in here. So I have a tab focusing on my upsells, and I have a tab focusing on my renewals. At the end of the day, and this is something I speak to my clients, it's something I speak to my coworkers about, but we need to make sure that we're tying our day-to-day back to NRR and impact on the portfolio. So if I click into here, I can really easily see any active upsells I'm working. I can move things around. Maybe I had a new product opportunity created, and now we're actually sending over pricing. So I can actually move this over to the negotiation phase. Finally, I have my renewals tab, and this is where I can actually see my upcoming base and who's coming up for renewal to make sure that I have a plan for them. I also have an option to come in here and forecast on the go. So I can see, okay, this customer, I just had a call, they're looking a bit shaky. Maybe I want to forecast them for a bit less. And I can even include like an optimistic or a pessimistic forecast. But I would say this is really where I come back to. Like, I have my calls, and in between, I try to focus on what I need to move my portfolio to the next level. But yeah, thanks so much for listening. I'm really excited to see what you and what our customers and what everyone else does with this new Planhat interface.